Listen, I really don't want this channel to become the place where every video is another prediction of doom and the bearer of bad news. I don't want to claim that every announcement is treated as proof that the industry is falling apart. And in that spirit, I want to be fair and say that a lot of the info that's been shared about GTA 6 today looks genuinely impressive. The official artwork looks awesome, along with what people are now considering to be the official theme song of the game. The pan-out shot of Vice City we got last week looked pretty good, and the screenshots shared today show a lot more detail than what we had to go on for these last couple of months. It's safe to say the GTA 6 community is finally eating good, to say the least. The Reddit community is analyzing and dissecting every shadow and reflection to that one GIF we got with the updates.
Unrendered water in GTA 6 screenshot. Ferris wheel reflection missing. We got another floating light at the top right.
It's a pretty fascinating thing to see, but I am very worried with the approach that they're taking with the Ultimate Edition content and how they're handling it. So just to break down real quick, with this Ultimate Edition we're gonna get premium vehicles and properties including the 95 Grody Cheetah, the 6'7 Vapid Dominator buggy, the Shih Tzu Squalus speedboat, and a Dinka Enduro motorcycle, and we will be granted access to the Paradise Garage in Watson Bay, featuring a weapon locker. And speaking of guns, we'll get a high-power Hawk and Little Morgan revolvers with custom grips and scopes and engraved custom skins and whatnot. And I gotta say, I like how they named these revolvers Little Morgan. And lastly, we get some 80 inspired outfits and cosmetics, which we see throughout the screenshots. And I gotta say, I very much appreciate the Scarface and Miami Vice references throughout these cosmetics. And I was kinda hoping to see some new pop culture references like Dexter, but I guess we'll see. There's still a chance they're in the game, we just haven't seen them yet. But the problem is that Rockstar has officially revealed that certain content, which includes some exclusive stores, tattoo parlors, and vehicle customization locations scattered throughout the game world, will only be accessible to players who purchase the more expensive Ultimate Edition, which sits at a whopping $99.99 with no physical disc option, while the Standard Edition with none of the features I mentioned sits at $80, not $60 or even $70 like we used to. And this sounds very absurd to me, I gotta say. Just imagine if in GTA 5 we couldn't enter the Ponson V stores in story mode unless we purchase the Unlimited Edition to GTA 5.
You know something, you fucking pathetic! You suck!
Or just try to think of this being the case for any of the past GTA games for that matter. It just wouldn't work at all with what the game is supposed to be, at least in my opinion. This to me is not at all the same as getting some exclusive cosmetics, because these are like physical spaces in the game that are being locked out and paywalled. According to the company's own description, and I'm gonna allow myself to read this, these locations are integrated into Jason and Lucia's journey and unlock as player progress through the story. And I recommend you checking out this article from IGN, which I'll make sure I'll link in the description. And it's titled, GTA 6 Ultimate Edition locks off exclusive mission and shops, but how will it work? Now, I am aware that Rockstar has offered premium editions before where they offer exclusive content for people who pre-order the game. We saw this in Red Dead, for instance, with the Hardened Warhorse. But GTA 6 is seemingly looking to push the idea further by literally placing parts of the game's world itself behind a higher priced version of the game. And that hasn't really been done before on any of the releases. And like I said, this is not a good idea at all. Not just for us the players, but also for them as a company. So if you go to Rockstar's website, they explicitly mention that the Ultimate Edition will include Sarah's unisex salon, where players can unlock exclusive hairstyles for Jason and Lucia. Yeah, I think if they're already saying they're gonna paywall haircuts in story mode, I think we're pretty good, guys, not gonna lie. But yeah, moving on, we also have the stock 305 clothing store, which offers premium streetwear unavailable elsewhere. And once again, I gotta call it out like I see it, because this to me just looks like the crap you can already get in GTA Online. Like, I'm pretty sure you can get an identical jacket to the one Jason has in this screenshot. Yeah, close enough. And lastly, with the Ultimate Edition, you get access to the Electric Fang Tattoo Shop, featuring designs created by real-world artist collective fail or faily. I don't know how to pronounce that. Which, okay, I mean, they've started including real brands for the first time in GTA Online, and they seem to be going down that same path now for GTA 6. If you ask me, this was a total sin to have used real life brands for a game that satirizes everything and built its identity from satirizing other brands, but I digress. And whether these locations are substantial additions or relatively minor bonuses is still unclear. And if I were to guess, I will actually lean more towards the answer to that being no. They're not gonna be really important. But still, the optics are becoming very difficult to ignore. Because I'm having a really hard time thinking of another major open world game that has quite literally placed a door in the world and told standard edition players that they aren't allowed inside. I don't think that has really been done before, let alone be something Rockstar would do a couple of years ago with their previous game releases, which have been known to have all of their content available in the past, except for, of course, when we saw them experimenting this for the very first time, again in GTA Online with the Vinewood Car Club, which was introduced in 2023 as part of the GTA Plus subscription. This was a members-only location in GTA Online that regular players could physically enter. Unlike what we're seeing in this news today, regular players could physically still enter it, but they wouldn't have access to any of its actual features. And the big difference, aside from what we're hearing today, is that this was made as a subscription perk in a decade-old live service game. But I did express some of these concerns in my last couple of videos, especially the downfall of GTA Online, which I highly recommend you watching. And in short, I expressed that with the approach they have taken of rampantly monetizing GTA Online these last couple of years, that we had a high chance that we would see these type of antics bleed down to other games and their new releases. And GTA Online was a live service product after all, and many assume its business model will remain confined to that ecosystem. But over the last few years, Rockstar has steadily normalized monetization strategies that would have seemed unthinkable during the early days of GTA Online. And what better way to illustrate that point than to show you the main screen of GTA 5. This is what you see when you open the game. You no longer go into the story mode like we used to. You immediately get prompted to go into the online. And it may have seemed like a small change at first glance, but it really wasn't, because now we know it pertains to an era of over-monetization by Rockstar. Because what began with shark cards evolved into subscriptions, exclusive benefits, and now we've arrived at members-only locations in special editions and content tied to recurring payments in the form of GTA Plus, which I'm sure they will implement somehow in GTA 6. So I'm not really looking to be a buzzkill and kill all the hype, but I think it's kind of sad seeing GTA, which has been, traditionally been a series built around the simple ecosystem of buy the game, play the game, and earn everything through gameplay. And that, even more so, that was even the case for GTA Online. Whether it was a safe house, a new business to generate more income, a vehicle, a weapon, or a new outfit, access was determined by your progress in the game and not by the edition you purchased on release. And at least it wasn't exclusively tied to in-game purchases, as it is now with GTA Plus. And with GTA 6 Online, I mentioned in countless videos already that I was trying to remain optimistic and hope that they will go the more RP route and not focus so much on the monetization side of things, because it was rumored that with Rockstar's acquisition of 5M and NoPixel and the development of their official user-generated content and modding platform Rome being developed behind the scenes, the online could have steered towards a more RP approach and not be so much a grind fest and a job simulator. But seeing this, I'm no longer very hopeful for the game mode, if you want me to be completely honest. And seeing this special edition shenanigans, which they've never done before, just makes me think they'll just straight up charge you $20 for a flying bike this time around. Or maybe you'll get a battle pass or something. And this is my official petition to Rockstar to not add the flying bike to GTA 6 Online. Please don't do it. I'm begging you. So listen, all in all, there's actually a really valid argument to be made that if you just don't care about these silly shops and cosmetics, then you just don't buy them and don't care and just move on. But I think my concern stands more for what they actually represent. If Rockstar is comfortable placing parts of the game world behind a premium edition today, then it raises a question of what becomes acceptable tomorrow and especially with the upcoming GTA 6 Online. For years, many players assumed the monetization of GTA Online was an exception, just because of the whole aspect of being a 12-year-old live service game and you don't need to care about it anymore. And that in between that time, they actually gave us one of their best games yet with Red Dead 2. And now, increasingly, it feels like it may have been a preview for what they're gonna do moving forward. Now, just to be completely clear and get this out of the way just before anybody comments this, none of this really means GTA 6 is gonna be a bad game. And I'm still definitely gonna play it on release, don't get me wrong. Everything we've seen so far suggests Rockstar is building something incredibly ambitious. The world looks stunning, the attention to detail is remarkable, and if the studio can deliver on even half of what's been shown, there's a good chance GTA 6 will be one of the most impressive open world games ever made. And to be fair, Rockstar has never disappointed in that regard before. And me, along with half the world, are all excited to play it. And chances are we're all going to spend hundreds of hours exploring Vice City and Leonida when it finally arrives. But I just wanted to put this video out because in the end, I don't think being excited for a game and being critical of certain decisions aren't mutually exclusive. The reason this is worth talking about isn't because these three businesses will make or break GTA 6. I'm almost certain they will be pretty inconsequential to the story and the gameplay. The concern is what these decisions say about the direction Rockstar may be heading in, and whether practices that once seemed confined to GTA Online are gradually becoming part of the company's broader philosophy, so to speak. So yeah, those were my thoughts on the news we got today. Hopefully I'm able to get this video out this same day, and make sure to check out my other commentary videos where I discuss what approach should the story of GTA 6 take, and the other one I mentioned earlier where I discussed the whole rise and fall of GTA Online, so to speak. And make sure to subscribe and hype this video up. The hyping feature is a very good thing that works to promote content from small channels, so I will highly appreciate it if you did. And that's it for me. Stay safe. Peace.
You know something? You're fucking pathetic! You suck!